Now, before we start our ride, we must learn how to tack up our horses and get them ready. To saddle a horse, position the saddle pad above the horse's withers and push it back towards the hind legs to smoothen the hair. Place the saddle behind the shoulder and put the pads into the empty area in front of the saddle. Attach the girth and tighten it gently, allowing the horse enough room to exhale comfortably. You should be able to fit 2 fingers under the girth. Make sure you've got a bridle appropriate for your horse's size. Using a mounting block is easier for the rider and helps to reduce strain and protect the horse's back. Always mount from the left side of a horse, as it allows them to see us and get accustomed to our presence, which makes it more comfortable for them as well as the rider. Placed in such a position that it is just under the stirrup. You can mount the horse by putting your left leg in the left stirrup and then swinging your right leg over the saddle, placing your leg in the right stirrup. Once in the saddle, take a moment to yourself to check your position. You should make sure that there's a straight line here, shoulder, hip and heel. Keep your shoulders straight and in an upright position and rest most of your weight in your seat bones in your buttocks. And make sure you're holding the reins properly. Place your thumb on top of the reins and make sure they are facing upwards, securing them in place. When riding, there are a variety of ways you can signal your horse to move. Starting off, try gently squeezing your horse's side with your legs. This should signal your horse to walk. Verbal cues also help in some cases. Depending on how a horse was trained, he may respond to clicking of the tongue or other noises. It's important you learn how to steer your horse. You should keep contact with the horse's mouth while riding. You should also gently squeeze your legs to signal a horse to change direction. For example, squeeze your left leg if your horse wants to turn right, as the horse will want to move away from the pressure. Once you're confident with the walk, gently press your legs into the horse's side to cue the horse to trot. There are 2 kinds of trot, sitting and rising. For sitting trot, sit deep into the saddle and keep contact with your legs. Be careful to keep your elbows relaxed so you don't jerk your horse's mouth. To do a rising trot, simply rise when the horse's outside shoulder moves forward and sit down when the outside shoulder moves back. This is called being on the correct diagonal. Cantering is a quicker 3-beat speed that's natural to all horses. When you canter, your seat will roll with the canter and you stay in the position you normally ride in. Today, me and Abhishek will be speaking about tips and tricks of show jumping.
Show jumping is more about precision, teamwork and technique.